What is going down? What is happening in the world of many peoples? All right, so I think everything is straight here. I think I'm ready to go. Um, so my challenge for myself this week is to finish two songs and then post them up. So and my another challenge for myself is to stream four times this week. So it's Wednesday. So like I've only got a few days left in this week, so let's do this. I got a track here that I've worked on before, never on stream. I don't think. I think I might have played it on stream one time, but I definitely want to finish it. It's not much. It's not a lot going on, but let's give it a listen real quick. It just keeps going on like that for a while. Except for everything right here, I think it changes up. And then it just starts over. So yeah, that's what I'm working on now. This is everything I have. Yo, what's going down, Michael? Nothing much. I'm just chilling, working on music today. I don't know when's the next time I'm gonna play a game. I think the next game I'm gonna play is a Sonic fan game. Um, that's on YouTube. I might check it out. But tonight is mostly just gonna be music. Unless I finish this up early, then I might play. I don't know, something, something that I could play. I don't know. I'll find something to play. I might actually go ahead and download that game tonight. I don't know. But for right now, I'm just doing music. So let's break this down. I need to hear some of this shit. This is what we got right now. Is this? What is this? Alright, I think the main thing I wanted to work on today. DBH. Detroit Become Human? Oh, okay. Heck yeah, bro. You get on it. Let's mess around with some of these bases real quick. So I'm gonna press play here. That's scary. snare to like click real hard, like. Use these hi-hats to fill it. This spot right here. We're going to figure out what we can do about this. Okay, I guess I've got this part. Oh, nope, not right there. Undo that. Right here. Got that. All right. This is where I wanted to be at. That's what you sampling your own shit. Whew. It's a very chill track. It's kind of peaceful. You know what I mean? Like long day at work, kind of peaceful. Like you ain't about to catch me on my bullshit today, cause I'm a good boy. No, stop. But yeah, it's definitely one of those like, yo, I'm trying to relax, trying to go to sleep. You know? It's a good like song to use to wind down. What's a good warm color? Like pink, right? All right. Let me do a little bit of this. It's time to wind down. All right, so channel 22 is where I can put this. Right here.
Whoa. That's a lot.
So I should be able to. Yeah. All right, cool. So I'm gonna record into this. It's time to wind down like.
It's time to wind down like.
It's time to wind down like. All right, let's try it again. Whoops. I fucked that up. Hold on. Let's delete this. Start from the beginning. And. It's time to wind down like. It's time to wind down like. Alright, so that's two of them. Alright, let's see which one sounds better. So stop recording.
It's time to wind down like. It's time to wind down like.
Oh God, no! Ah, damn. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna have to do it again and pray that I do it right this time. That was the one that I wanted. Shit. Oh well. It's time to wind down, like. That better be it. I swear. If that's not it, like, I fucked up. Oh man, I'm so used to just deleting multiple fucking takes at the same time. Please let this be how I want it to sound.
It's time to wind down like.
I'm not gonna settle for this. I'm gonna keep it for sure for right now, but I'm not gonna settle. It's time to wind down, like. That might be it. Oh god, I hope it's it. All right, let's see.
It's time to wind down like. Time to wind down like. It's time to wind down
Wait,
like.
I figured out something. I think something might be amazing if I do it this way. If I can get it to come out the way I want, this is gonna be fucking amazing. All right, we're gonna set this one to 22. We're gonna set this one to 23. All right. So we're gonna do this just like this. So we're gonna give it from here the fifth bar. All right, cool. And then we're going to take off the microphone on 22. None. Then we're gonna unmute 22, just like that. We're going to open up paramedic EQ and solo out 22. Whoops, delete that. We're going to open back up paramedic EQ on 22.
It's time to wind. It's time to wind. It's time to wind down. It's time to wind down like. It's time to wind down. It's time to wind down like. It's time to wind down like. It's time to wind down like. It's time to wind
It's
down
time to
like.
wind down.
It's time to wind down like. 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 It's time to wind down like.
We're gonna go back. We're gonna go to 23, and we're gonna do the same thing. Gonna open up paramedic EQ.
It's time to wind down. It's time to wind down like. 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 It's time to wind down like.
We got these. I am going to open up vocoder on both. vocoder, I am going to
It's time to wind down like. 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 It's time to wind down like.
Alright, now I gotta figure
It's time to wind
out
down
this
like.
exact moment.
It's time to wind down like.
What's the chord look like? So B, G, and E.
It's time to wind.
So B, G, and E here. So B, G, and E. Oops, not here. B. Nope, that's B. G, E.
It's time to wind down like. 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 It's time to
This is
wind
fine as it
down
is.
like.
So let me unmute everything. Let's start from the very beginning. Let's see how this sounds.
It's time to
I got it.
wind down
I
like.
got it. Alright, cool. So now that I know how that goes, let's create an automation clip from the very beginning of the phrase to the very end of the phrase. We're gonna create 2 automation clips from here to here. So we're going to create automation clip, create automation clip. Now with these 2 automation clips, we're just going to go from one end to the other. Doesn't matter which end we start with, as long as they both end the same. Just like that.
It's time to wind down like. 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 It's time to wind down like.
Whoops, it kind of does matter.
It's time to wind down like. 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 It's time. It's time to wind down like. 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 It's time to wind down like.
Yeah, I don't really do this on streams, but I'm gonna do it today. We're gonna watch a video by Curtis King, because I don't know how to do this. So I'm gonna see how he does it, because I have no clue on how to make a visualizer with FL Studio. So this is a learning experience for both of us. Let's have some fun here and learn this. Shout outs to Curtis King Beats.
Music producers, it's Curtis King, CurtisKingBeats.com, and today I want to show you how I create my own customized beat visualizers right here within I dropped a video. That being said, I want to take you through the process of creating a beat visualizer, and not just any beat visualizer, but one that's going to actually work for you and stand out amongst all the other producers that are out there doing this. And we're going to make this and create it all within FL Studio. So if you got FL Studio right now, you can make this happen without video editing software. How do you do it? Well, there's a plugin called Z Game Editor Visualizer. So for starters, let's go ahead and open up this plugin in the master channel. Go to Z Game Editor.
Let's go to the master channel and see if that's here, because I don't think it's here. Oh shit!
Master channel, go to Z Game Editor Visualizer. The first thing I like to do, just like you saw in some of the FL Studio tutorials, I like to organize the windows. So the first thing I usually do is add my content by clicking on that tab and then adding pictures. Two things you want to keep in mind. One, you want to have two different images, one being a background image and another one being what they call a PNG image, or basically a transparent image with no background. So for starters, I have this
Cool.
Killmonger background for this beat that I have called Killmonger. And then here you see the PNG. So now as you can see, it's a transparent background. That's important because basically we're going to...
Alright, so let's see. Add content, add pictures. There's like a pink light thing. That's bitmaps, libraries, pictures. And then add another picture. Go to downloads. What's it called? Kiss. There it is. Alright, cool. So I did that. What's next?
Take these images and lay them on top of each other using the layers within Z Game Editor Visualizer. Let's go ahead and add both of those. The sizes of those are 1920 by 1080p. That's going to ensure that you have a high quality 1080p video for your YouTube video. Now, once those images have been added, go back to your main tab. And then the first thing that you want to do here is click on this drop down menu for the first layer and then go to image. This is going to be your background image. The way that the layers within Z Game Editor Visualizer. Let's go ahead and add both of those. The size of those are 1920 by 1080p. That's going to ensure that you have a high quality 1080p video for your YouTube video. Now, once those images have been added, go back to your main tab. And then the first thing that you want to do here is click on this drop down menu for the first layer and then go to image. This is going to be your background image. The way that
Jeez. Uh-huh.
that the layers work here, they go from bottom to top. So every time you add another layer, you're adding something to the top of the prior layer before. So this is going to be the background image. So to assign our image to this, we have to go to this image SRC and then use Killmonger HD background. As you can see, there's a few different options here. Like if you want to kind of mess around with the opacity, they call it alpha here. If you want to mess around with the height, you can do that. And then the size, but this is the biggest we can get it in this preview menu, so that's all we got to worry about. The next thing, we got to add that PNG, that transparent image that we're going to put on top of that we're going to actually put our audio visualizer bars around. So what you want to do, click here to add new layer. Once again, go to image and then assign this image to the circle. Make sure the size is all the way up. Something I like to do before we get the actual visualizers, I like to add some kind of scenery to the background that matches the beat. Listen to the beat first.
Probably gonna get hit by copyright on this one.
Curtis King.
Appeared. Why? Because this is now the make it make sense. So we're gonna add this layer and we're gonna add something called flow noise.
Where is he at in his list? Background, blend, canvas effects, flow noise.
Ooh, it looks pretty, but our background has disappeared. Why? Because this is now the top layer. Now, in order to blend that in, basically take the alpha up. You can take it all the way to the top, but I just want to kind of see some of these streaks here to give it a little bit of mood. But let me play the beat so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to add this. I'm going to add some smog to it as well on another layer.
Curtis King Productions.
Now this effect looks pretty nice, but what I want to do is put these behind this image that is the center point of my video. So what I have to do, if you have FL Studio 20, and I believe it works on 12 as well, you can actually drag this layer over so that it falls behind the image. So let's take the flow noise one as well. Now, if you don't have that version, you'll basically have to click on this little drop down menu and just move it manually over. It says move layer left. But you want to make sure that this little circle image is in the front so that it pops and so it doesn't fall behind all the effects that are going on. You don't have to add this stuff, but this is something I think creates an excellent move for what we're doing. So the next thing that we're going to add is probably the most important portion of this video, which is the actual sound bars that...
Yeah, it really wouldn't be a bad idea for a podcast. You're right about that, Michael. Fucking visualizer wouldn't be bad for a podcast. I should just put a picture of 02 and call it a day. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add a picture of 02 and call it. But which one? No, hold on. Yes, I have a folder called Best Girl, and you better not be hating. Wow, that's a lot. No, that's best meme. Yeah, boy. I see you're a darling of culture as well. Boy. Nah, I'd rather not. Let's not do it. I thought about it, but I'm not going to do it. Pink. Damn, that looks like shit. Yeah, that seems about. Geez, your organization skills are worse than mine. Oh, okay, okay. I see. You want to talk now? You want to talk about stuff? Yeah, bro. I have terrible organization skills, but is it unorganized? Oops. Is it unorganized if you know where everything is? That's the real question.
That react to the music. So what we basically do, we add the layer, scroll over, then we go to the drop down menu, and then we go to polar. Boom. Now we have it. Now it's not aligned. And keep in mind, some sure that this little circle image is in the front so that it pops and so it doesn't fall behind all the effects that are going on. You don't have to add this stuff, but this is something I think creates an excellent move for what we're doing. So the next thing that we're going to add is probably the most important portion of this video, which is the actual sound bars that react to the music. So what we basically do, we add the layer, scroll over, then we go to the drop down menu, and then we go to polar.
Where the hell is it at? Ball Z, bro? I don't know what that is, but okay. I saw Ball Z, so I automatically thought Dragon Ball Z, and that's what I went for, but it didn't work out. Okay, hold on. I gotta see exactly where he goes because it's kind of hard to see. My screen is like this.
Doing. So the next thing that we're going to add is probably the most important portion of this video, which is the actual sound bars that react to the music. So what we basically do, we add the layer, scroll over, then we go to the drop down menu.
Damn, I can't really tell where he's at. Yeah, look. Oh, wow, it's at the very top. right, cool.
And then we go to polar. Boom. Now we have it. Now it's not aligned. And keep in mind, sometimes it's like a weird glitch in 20, at least that I've experienced, where you have to reset the entire FL Studio to make sure they show up. So don't fear if they don't show up. Just reset it and come back. So basically now we have to align the X and Y axis so that it aligns with the center image. It's not that difficult. So all you got to do is basically go ahead and scoot it over the best you can. Boom, that's pretty close. And we can change the radius. So I like to make the radius of the sound bars a little bit smaller than the image and then put it behind the image so that the sound bars come out the back and it just looks crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and drag this behind the image. And as you see, we got sound bars. So something I like to do to stand out amongst all the visualizers, I like to change the color of my bars from that basic white color that we all use. So to change the color, what you gotta do is go up here to this paintbrush tool and then just pick a color that you think fits best. I tend to go for a slightly brighter color than the original color that's in this circle right here. From here, we can mess around with some of the other options. What you got to do is go up here to this paintbrush tool and then just pick a color that you think fits best. I tend to go for a slightly brighter color than the original color that's in this circle right here. From here, we can mess around with some of the other options. So this kind of messes around with the opacity once again.
It's time to wind down like.
This changes the hue. This is the lightness of it. This changes the radius, but we already kind of affected that. This gives you the style of bands and how wide you want them to be.
Yes, I might know where my image of an Enma Watson Hydra is, but it's still a mess. Oh man, this looks pretty good. Yeah, I should.
It's time to wind down like. time to wind down like.
Tend to like these because they just look smoother together. Now, if you're finding that your bars are going a little bit crazy, it's probably because your magnitude is too high. So just take that down. The thickness of these actual sounds to the point where you don't even need to have bars. You just basically have this right here. And I actually want to change this to black since it's obviously inspired by the Black Panther. Let's go ahead and change that to black. Yeah, buddy. That's pretty much it when it comes to the design of it. Now you can go ahead and mess with all the different presets they have here. That's basically how I would make my visualizer stand out. So obviously the last question is, how do we get this off of FL Studio onto our desktop so we can upload it to YouTube and Instagram? Basically, you want to go here to export video. This is specifically for FL Studio 20 if you're using it, but it should be a settings tab up here that lets you do the same thing in the older versions. Go to export video, figure out the location. Once it's here, you're going to basically have just a few options, few presets that they already have. If you want this to be 720, you pick that. You want to have it 1080, I suggest 1080p. Look at the advanced settings. Change this to 60. Change the frames per second to 30. Audio bitrate, I would at least do 320. 190 is considered CD quality, but at least that. And then from there, they ask that you go ahead and give credit to the people who actually created these visualizers within the description of your YouTube. It's just something that's good karma. It's good to give those people love because they designed the steps to make it that easy for us to make these visualizers. So you can go ahead and just copy it and then add it to your description on YouTube. After that, push OK. And here's how we pretty much export everything else in FL Studio. After you're done with that and you have the options that you want, you can go ahead and look at this and copy it. Push start. Okay, now that it's complete, let's go ahead and check out the final version of this video.
All right, That's it. I'm done. I just gotta wait for this to finish, and then I might get started on another track, or finish up another track, and put it like that. Sometimes when I listen to this stuff that I be working on, I like can't find anything wrong with it per se. Like nothing I want to add or take away. Because if I take away something, it doesn't sound the way that I want it to sound. There's nothing to add to it to make it sound, different. But this is gonna take a hot minute. Let's see if I can find that Sonic game real quick while I'm waiting for this. I'll probably play with my arcade stick too, which would be nice because I haven't played with an arcade stick in a hot minute. Gotta see if I can find this video. Well, mm, let's see. Where is it at? Trying to find it.
In your face.
In your face, motherfucker.
Hey, you get your change I put there?
Yeah, I got it.
I forgot and left it in my pocket.
I see.
I don't be spending people change, man. I don't do shit like that.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
Oh, I see.
What you trying to download?
Sonic. It's a Sonic fan game I've been wanting to play.
Is it download?
Yeah.
But your internet, it should download instantly.
Nah.
Yeah, because it's invincible.
Nah. I'm also waiting for this shit to finish.
Guess what? It's nighttime. I can get high now.
Oh, go ahead. Alright, let's see. Gotta go to my downloads. Sonic.
My downloads.
What?
My downloads.
My downloads. Sonic Dimensions.
Oh my god. Jerry, get out of that pie. I'm gonna eat it later when I play Sonic. Is that it right there? But it's an internet folder. What the fuck?
That's all good. I got this.
Do you,
Sonic.
do you really
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops. It's the wrong one. Oh, that's right. I don't have 7-zip on this computer anymore. Oh wait, no, I do still have 7-zip. You shut your mouth. Shut up. I don't need you.
Listen.
Nah.
The fuck is that?
That's my shit. I can't use a PS4 controller on this.
Nope.
I'm about to lose my mind.
No, you ain't. No, you ain't. You using my controller? Yo, you ever beat that werewolf part on Sonic?
No what?
That werewolf part on
Hell
Sonic?
no. Fuck that.
That's why I brought it up.
Fuck that game. Fuck Sonic Unleashed. The only good part of that game was the fucking daytime stages. Motherfuckers. Nigga is upset now. You've upset me. You need an adapter. I don't need an adapter.
Motherfucker. You need to adapt.
Fuck.
You need to adapt to my ways, motherfucker.
Alright, I gotta track this video down real quick before I start playing this mess.
What video? Is it porn?
No. It's not porn.
Okay.
You thought.
I'm not a thought.
Oh no. Oh no.
It might be a thought. I don't know.
It's time to wind down, like.
Let's try out this Sonic game. We're gonna be playing with my keyboard, and this might suck a little bit, but I think everything will work out just fine. Yeah, that's fine. Let's make sure everything looks so clean and stuff. Man, this thing is loading. Man, I sure do love me some loading. Ooh. Alright, let's do it.
Let me show you what ultimate power is.
God. Oh. Oh, man. What the fucking hell? Damn. Damn. Let me see if I could see it again. It happened again. Oh. Okay. Oh, man. What a sad day. What a sad day. Oh, man. What a sad day. I'm truly sad about what happened. Well, you know what time it is. You can clearly tell by the screen. What in the applesauce eating, gin bean drinking, douchebag of fattery? Fudge packing, son of a bitch having, dog biscuit eating shit was that? Okay. This is how to go. Had to redeem myself. I'm fucked up. Watch it later. I'm gonna keep rewatching it until I figure out exactly what I just said, and then that's gonna be my thing. That's just gonna be my niche. I just got an invite. Already, I just got in the game. I'm not carrying anybody else. Like, straight up. Don't ask me to carry you anymore.
Yes. You do want this, yes.
Shy Ronnie. If you excuse me, hombre.
If you'll excuse me.
Alright, so I am in
It's a look.
You're always welcome.
You're always welcome
I
here.
got some controls to do. They gotta be Heroic Plus. So I'm a complete scrub, so I gotta go ahead and use the best weapons in the game. And now it's out the hand. My secret builds. My secret builds are secret. For secrets to know, but builds are secret. Bill Gates once asked me for my secret builds, and I was just like, nah, you good, bro. And on that day, I didn't give him any of my secret builds. Cool. Time to run some Heroic Plus. I'm gonna shoot things. I'm gonna shoot things. Oh, let me do something. 'Cause everything looks pretty good. Okay. I'm just tripping. I forgot my chat. Oh shit, there's a, oh, you actually sent me a PS4 down. My bad, bro. I'll wait for this time to come. Pina coladas. Remain muted. I'm gonna be that guy. And I'm not using hammer anymore, so I'm gonna actually choose this. Oh no! I forgot to switch weapons against Rezakiri. Today is a bad day, guys. We gon' die. Oh. Blah! start laying into him. Oh man. How ironic. Oh, the tail hit me. My whole life. You gotta make like the sashimi and roll, boy! Yeah, man, I'll jump on Discord. Give me 1 second. What up, Andre?
Yo, yo, yo. Hold on, I'm watching Good Omens because I've got my sister's old Amazon.
Definitely a good way to go about it.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I? Yep, only. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a bunch of shows on there I got to catch up on. I've kept out of the pop culture on that side.
You sure about that, Chief? Oh, man.
The Boys was pretty good. Yeah. I mean, I'm not one to say that I love every fucking superhero genre thing, but
What is it?
you do a deconstruction of the genre. I'm willing to watch you.
It's about the girl who was
Hannah.
dads in the woods.
Sounds familiar, but I don't think so.
It's like a super soldier, kind of.
Remain alert, Slayer.
Let me check.
With an H.
With an H or without an H? No, as in like at the end. Okay, yeah, it's without an H. 2011 action thriller directed by Joe Wright. I think I actually have this on one of my things.
It should be on Amazon.
Hold on, let me see if I can. Yeah, let me see if I can find it on one of the streaming services. Ah, dope. I'll definitely have to watch it there. Because I still have at least one person's Netflix, so I've been using that a good little bit. Get overusing that one, honestly. But yeah. Surprisingly, I can't find a copy of Forrest Gump on anything digital, like,
Man, we're gonna
at
have to,
all.
like,
It's
take a
astounding
request to,
how
Tom
hard it
Hanks
is to
and be
find
like,
it on
"Hey, yo,
that.
When you gonna convince Netflix and or Hulu to pick up? Well, I think.
Yeah, literally anyone.
Didn't Hulu get bought out by Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I've got a
that's what we got.
Hulu's been bought by Disney for a while.
It would have to be Netflix.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, which one is that? Which company owns Forrest Gump?
Hold on, let me go grab some ginger ale.
Well, it might be Disney if it's owned by Fox. Alright. Well, it's airing on VH1.
Alright, I'm back, and I won't be able to drink my ginger ale until after this hunt. So hopefully I don't die!
Paramount. Okay. Paramount is owned by Viacom. Viacom breaks into CBS.
Viacom is owned by CBS. Who's
Then
CBS?
Viacom. CBS is one of the big three, so I don't think it's owned by anyone. Netflix could pick it up, or they could sell it to someone. Yeah, surprising. Yeah, they have like their own line of things: Paramount Pictures, MTV, BET, Showtime. They could put it on Showtime. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Like, the only places I can see it is where you have to physically buy it separate. Like, I mean, I found it on YouTube TV, but I had to pay like $5, and I'm kind of broke right now. So. Yeah, but possibly. Or I could, do something else. I think actually one of my roommates has a copy. I'll bug him tomorrow about it. Then I'll finally watch it in a more analytical sense. But you don't, not most of the movies I watch, I don't watch the first time analytically. Like, because otherwise I'd ruin the fun of the movie. But... I could definitely recommend a site. Check out Wood Rocket. They do all these terrible porn parodies. They're all garbage.
I saw it coming and I wasn't able to. Oh wow, the darkness killed me. Hey buddy. Thanks buddy. The darkness.
The darkness. I just got a copy of Metal Wolf XD, Metal Wolf Chaos XD. You ever play that?
Is it like a mixture of like the
Okay, so this was actually. You know what? I'm just gonna send you. Well, actually, can't send it. Send you. Because you're busy.
Oh look, it's Penelope.
It was originally released. I'm gonna read or made by From Software. And let me just read the like dialogue at the beginning. Carnival. United States, Michael Wilson, piloting a mech to battle will be led by the fictional.
Oh, my whole chest.
Where did it cut? That's weird. My internet seems to be fine, so it must be on your end. Yeah. Yeah. It, it's a mech.
You ain't getting away with this one, Greg.
The mech. It's a third-person mech.
Oh, he went right by me.
Was made by
Thanks, bud. Let me leave the call, go back in. Hello? And I hear nothing. Dead silence. So I walk through the night until I pray. Maybe one day I'll... Oh, no! Okay, there you go.
working a little bit better.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'll send you the link so that if you want to watch it later, because, you know, you're busy and all. But this is an updated trailer for it. It's called... It's one of the... It's not at all showing any of the gameplay. This is clearly, like, someone at Devolver Digital, like, edited forward a video, made a little video of it, and it's fucking amazing.
roll, damn it! I roll. Get on the ground. Give me your money. This is a shakedown. Ah! It's getting real heated up in here.
Getting real threatening in there.
Hot minute. Dang it!
Careful, you might have a heated gamer moment.
Dog biscuit eating son of
Ah, that's honestly impressive. It's somehow the most offensive
The
and least
wicked witch is
offensive.
dead.
Why the fuck is that playing through my main audio? I thought, for something, when I plugged in my headphones, I would assume that my fucking editing software would play through my regular fucking headphone speakers, because that's usually what happens. But for some reason, it's just playing regular.
Alright, someone invited me.
It usually just swaps over. I don't know why it's doing
Never
this.
mind. He's playing freaking that terrible game. You know what terrible game I'm talking about? Yeah, that's the one.
Fortnite? Okay.
Greetings from Ostia.
Can I swap this person?
Beware the coming storm.
Let's see what the chat says. That's a whole lot of nothing.
Another outpost gone silent. How many ships and settlements do we have to lose before this menace ends?
It's like driving.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's supposed to be good or bad, honestly.
Check for
It's like driving a car.
driving your car down the street. Feel me? Yeah, man.
I mean, I don't really check mine while I'm driving, mainly because you do realize how often I get texted is probably between 0 and 1, mainly because I don't text people often.
Play by post. Like,
My Discord where I play by posts is more active than my phone. It's a tabletop RPG that I play. We play via post, so one person will post, and then another person will. I mean, the DM usually responds after that point, but it's like sometimes it gets so slow that nothing happens for days on end. So I'm just like fucking around doing other shit, and then I'll receive a message being like, "Oh, the DM has finally responded. Okay, I'll play a little bit more. Maybe we can play for an hour." It's a bit loud.
Oh man, all the humanity.
That's too quiet.
Fight another shroud. Gonna try to knock this thing out on his ass, or probably die. Shoot up some fucking crows now, boys. Huh? Fucking zoom in. Fucking zoom in. I'm in you because I like to fucking zoom.
That wasn't making up words. That was stringing a sentence together that was about as subtle as a arrow through a fucking vulture.
I hear it.
Sorry, I'm looking at a bad writer, and all I can see is
Hi,
violence.
buddy. Oh no, not the darkness. Two of them? Oh man, fucking sick. Oh, throwing your sludge all over the battlefield. Just getting it everywhere. It's not feeling at all. It's not getting hit in the chest.
I mean, it's someone's fetish.
That barely is. Concentrate down. Oh wow. Game bot, piece of shit.
super thought then. That's the rule.
There's a difference between a hoe and a whore. Whore actually makes money. Yeah, bro. Whores actually make money. Hoes just fuck you out. It's different. Yeah, one does it for profit. Like,
Yeah, one does it for profit, the other one does it because they like it.
hypocrisy. America's #1 trademark. Why are you shooting it from way back there, you fool? You gotta be right up in its face. Why did you roll all the way over? Oh my goodness. Could you not? Could you not do that? Oh man, Penelope? You brought Penelope to the party? Yeet! Goodbye, Penelope. Yeah. Oh, disrespecting one more again.
I'm not gonna say anything on that front.
I see you get us on sight.
Chin to chin. I've heard several things say that.
Really though? I found it. Yee. This guy is a madman. Why everybody I play with is madman? Trying to be all big and bad. They usually just get wrecked. Oh! Oh, you disrespected you! Ah! Oh yeah?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't try it because that sounds like it tastes awful. It's either burnt or rotten. And I don't want either. Hmm. Do they taste better? Like, I would know of a reason why it doesn't taste better. Okay, fair enough. Unfortunately, I don't think of animals in practicality of, hey, that looks cool. Does it taste good, though? I mean, yeah, that's cool, but also, how does it taste? I've not actually had time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What animal on the top of the food list chain?
What?
What I don't eat ever. I want to eat some fucking kraken. Fucking kraken. All the way, fucking kraken.
That's what it is. Kraken, like a giant crab.
Oh yeah, there needs to be a bunch. There needs to be like a full level of like water-ish levels that you face off against water-type creatures. Yeah, it'd absolutely be annoying.
Yeah, boy, you did. You did.
Yeah. A lobstopus. I want to face a lobstopus.
Breakfast of champions. By next level, I mean we're gonna do What other emotes do I have?
Looks like that airship ran into some trouble. An aether-charged shock must be gas.
Whoa, what was that? My
Tire.
just
Instead of
completely
like
glitched that out.
get
What now?
the effort that I put at it. Oh no, that I realized that's now me. Because all of my computer's power to fix the fucking audio for my app. Because I'm doing an hour long instead of like chunks I break my video up into.
Doesn't know what to do anymore.
I'm uploading a bunch of fucking
I hope these
streams.
scrubs aren't carrying freaking,
It's losing
ice
its
torches,
shit.
'cause if so, all their damage is gonna
Well, I don't. Normally just keep it normal and like have at most 1 hour long thing because I usually talk about movies. God, I hope I never try and do TV shows. Beyond like maybe Castlevania, that one's pretty short. Yeah, it's really good. That's the thing. I don't want to just review bad shit. I want to review shit that people will take a look at. But I don't want to always just look at bad shit. Depends on the series. And I definitely need to start with something short, something that doesn't take 70 hours to fucking watch. Yeah, I've been hearing good press about that. Yeah, the main thing is I want the next one to be good, but I also want it to be something a little bit nuts. And I know that's definitely a nuts one. That's an isekai. That's a nuts isekai. With its own bizarre harem shit. But, I'm seeing images of a goblin girl with like full on titties. That one's a would absolutely get demonetized. Hey, I'm just gonna show you the scene. Ah! Don't mind me, I'm just gonna show a full. Gonna show the most disturbing shit you'll ever see.
Right off the bat.
Hey, here's Goblin Core. On link. Ooh.
Oh, he did. Well, that was a point. I really should be on Street Fighter V playing with the new characters, but that's not happening.
Yeah, I don't have any of the recent fighting games. I have like the ones from like animes, I mean the animated related ones. I've completely forgotten that. I would have to look. Oh, fucking Guilty Gear, that looks so good.
Have you seen Leroy Smith, boy?
Yeah. I was watching a little bit of Evo. Oh, fucking Leroy! I was just like, this character.
Someone posted, was like,
this
hey,
is a thing. This is definitively a thing. I don't know the name, but it's a thing.
There's a picture of Leroy Smith, the new character from the new Guilty Gear, and the new chick with dreads from Samurai Showdown.
Yeah, Samus show. Yeah. Surprisingly, you don't watch any Castle Super Beast, do you? Okay, so there's a guy in there named Wooly. He's the black guy in dreads, and he has made it a
Stop with
recurring
this
joke
BS.
that all of these are all because of him and his stand power bring me to life. No, he's actually said. Listen, he recently tweeted out, I am shit. But yeah, his name is Wooly Versus, and he loves fucking fighting, and like all three of these characters have been him. But he has jokingly said they are all him because, you know, a lot of them have move styles he loves. Surprise?
I need to know his martial arts, like, cause he's wearing like, you know, like a martial arts. Mask
For
that's
him,
like,
no.
right? So
not yet. Not
I
yet.
want two things. I either want him to have some ridiculously dope martial art, or I want him to have black food. Like, if he has black food, I'd be okay with that. Like, that's all I need. If he's got black food, I'd be so happy. Have you ever seen?
Of course, it's important.
Have you ever seen like Black Dynamite or any of those?
I'll also drop that tweet for you.
Really strong black.
This is something he retweeted also, so.
Over the top black fights. That's what
Most of those types of shows. I get. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. You better be fucking lethal.
That's what I mean. Oh, but this new character from Guilty Gear, he has a holy mask, and that's like my whole thing right now. I'm happy, yo. All they need is a purple color, and I'm gonna be maining the hell out this character. Bro. You don't understand.
Yeah, I know what you feel. Yeah, no, I get it. I understand the appeal. Like, it's not the fact that I've been made 200 times in video games to the point that I can make it a joke. Like, I literally have a joke in the Detroit Become Human review that I'm making right now about one of the characters being a future version of me because the character's an alcoholic. And he looks like me in like 20 years whenever I lose all the hair, all the color in my hair, and become like gray-haired motherfucker. Like, I have had enough time as protagonist, and as all the characters. Someone else can get a chance. But I'm also glad that they're actually making new characters and not just naming, like, it would be annoying if they just named another, they like took an old character from the show, named the series, and just turned them into a person of color. Just like, yeah, that's done. It's just like, no, you just took the name of someone else and put it on there. Why don't you just name it something?
We just gotta fight for survival.
Yeah.
I'm here now. They just put all my smash it up, boys. Smash it up.
They should put every character in every game.
Take your order. Yeah, about
Yeah, I'll take every character in fighting games, please. That's the thing. They just need to put they need to just have one giant fighting game with a roster list coming upon past thousands. I know about Mugen. Don't talk to me about Mugen. Don't cite the Deep Magic Witch. I was there when it was written. I know that shit. I know, Mugen. I have about half the characters downloaded.
Oh man, I'm so stuck in a hole right now.
Of course, I'm not gonna get true copies of the Angry Video Game.
Bad day to be alive.
Damn.
Oh wow, bro.
Yeah, I just realized, even though I have about half the characters, I've never gotten it to work past the 4 character select screen. Like, it always brings me to that one. I'm like, why do you keep bringing me here? I want to go to the one with like 200 fucking characters. It's just, it's always acted up for me. You're right, I didn't. Let's see, scoot that back a little bit.
Alright, time to queue up another hunt. I think I'm looking at 20 Shining Heartstone. I'm looking at 30.
Greetings from Ostia.
Dang, I don't know what to upgrade. I think I'll just upgrade this 11.
Don't delay, Slayer.
Oh man, my whole life has just been ruined. I need to go ahead and upgrade like Captain's Grip all the way. That'll be fine. Masterpiece. Grips.
Hmm.
Silvertone's grips. I need to start using that a little bit more. I'll get my Silvertone's grip up to level 15, and then I guess I'll switch over to it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Silvertone's grip, level 15, switch over to it.
It's very funny that of all the games that David Cage wanted to adapt, he didn't ever try and resell Omicron on any other system. Okay, so back in the day, there was a game that David Cage made called Omicron, and well, long and short of it is, it was very fucking bad. And you know me. I'm one for admitting your mistakes. But for some reason, even though Heavy Rain is a bad fucking game, he's willing to like sell it on to the Epic Games Store. Heavy Rain's fucking garbage. It's not one of the worst, but it's still bad.
It's like
It's cliche as shit.
for the Telltale series type. Like Alpha built a Telltale series. Like the current like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, Telltale's dead, so they don't have any more, but you know. I know what you mean, but still, like, this, like, imagine if you tried to tell the story without the, without the veneer, like, without the fact that it looks God to. It looked like, it wouldn't stand up under literally any other reason. The story is so fucking bad, and he wants actually to think he's a great writer. But some of the most cliche bullshit around.
Oh,
He wants to act like it's deep.
oh, you fucking.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like if David Cage wasn't so far up his own fucking ass, I wouldn't be giving him shit. Like I wouldn't be giving him shit over this thing if he didn't steal like countless fucking ideas and concepts from the civil rights movement and then said it wasn't about race. Like, I wouldn't create a target for him if he didn't paint it on himself in the first place. Like, I ain't going after easy targets, otherwise I'd be totally down for mocking Life of Black Tiger or some stupid ass shit. Some low fucking rent, low effort mobile game port that's a piece of shit that somehow ended up on a store. I could easily go after those. But I don't wanna. I wanna go after someone that's painted the target on their back and I'm just like, well, no one else, Simon.
I rolled the hell out the way.
You're so oofed.
It's like every time I just want to reload my damn gun. semi truck, boy. Oh, did not. Yeah. Good luck. Man, look at this guy. Fireballs, obviously on everywhere. No one wants to get close. They're not doing enough damage. Put down a pylon there? Smart. I don't think you're not close enough, bro. Well, that ain't gonna help nobody. Why'd you bring that into this fight? It's not gonna help nobody. Can't do it. Now, if you get like, yeah, brought out. That was pretty good, guy.
Damn it! I either need to make an animatic of John Wick shooting his own dog, or
That seems
I need to find something that's similar. Fuck.
Work hard like a real
So
man.
hard to do this editing shit.
Oh, work hard like a real man?
Well, I'm not good at this. No, animation.
Cool. I want the molten one. So, switch. Actually, let's see how to grab those guys. Like the access. I'll just use chain blades for the rest of the night.
Slayer, good to see you.
Which ones? Man, I got options here. Light or darkness? Yep, Ghost Stalker it is. I can still upgrade one more? That's Valamir. Oh, I haven't even made the Valamir one. Oh, I'll save that for later. Now let's see how far I can get. Two. Oh, wow, that was cute. That's good. I'll work on that.
Farewell for now.
I think these are going to be the same regardless, so go ahead and do overpower. This switches over to this. It's a bit bigger, so switches over to this. The conduit cell. This stays how it is with the berserker cell. This stays how it is. Ooh, I got the serrated blades. Yes.
Don't waste this. I think you'll be glad you stopped by. This turned out nicely. Use this wisely. There, that's the stuff. Adventure awaits.
Neil Briggs?
You ever hear of a man named Neil Briggs? Yeah, so he is this weird fucking auteur. He's on par with someone like Tommy Wiseau or Uwe Boll or any of those types of fucks. Basically, he's my cup of tea of garbage.
Oh wow.
That I could absolutely that I absolutely want to talk about someday, but I do not need to be constantly talking about trash. Yeah, like it's almost like it kind of lowers my taste perceptions of things, so I'm just like, I'll take this because it's not bad. It hurts all my taste buds, but yeah, like, Neil Breen is on another fucking level of insanity. Like, this man makes films in Vegas. You can tell they're all in Vegas because it uses the exact same shots in all of them. It's clear he lives near the area. And it's clear he's a fucking hobo. Like, regardless of the fact that I know I spent 30 fucking bucks on one of his movies. I've got the fucking receipt for it right here. He sent it from his P.O. box in fucking Las Vegas. Spent $4 on shipping. But yeah, his movies are really fucking garbage. They don't even come with a case anymore. He stopped selling cases for his movies, and they still cost the same price. Yes, and it's one of those movies that clearly has a lot of thoughts, but has no idea how to implement them. Like, at all. His idea of making an alien is just putting a orangish dot on the screen in certain scenes so that you can tell this alien is watching, but it's bad. It's clearly put in later in like fucking Photoshop or some shit, just on the top of a layer. Yeah, it's real bad, and I definitely want to give this plug to the world, mainly because a lot of other people have also done it, with Neil Breen in particular. His other movies get more popularity, but I want to talk about his most recent film that's not $40. And he started up his price also, so it was either get this movie called Pass Through or something called Twisted Pair, where he plays two twin brothers. Yeah, he stars in his own films. He does his own directing. He does his own writing. He casts random teenagers and college students. He has sets that look so old as shit. He has a bunch of cars that don't fucking work, and he has a bunch of computers that don't work either. And he constantly smashes these computers. Yes, he bought the same computers, and he'll like throw them around. And there's like, it's like the old types of computers that were clearly a little bit sturdy, that were built to last at least a little bit. Because it's like those computers that used to run like Windows and XP or some shit, that were just like, they were built to last. No. That's too expensive for this man. He needs non-working Windows XP computers. Yeah, like none of them work. He'll constantly act as if he's typing on it, and he'll play a clicking noise to be like, I'm typing on this computer. But he won't even make sure that it stays in, like the audio will stay as long as it needs to. Because sometimes it'll go over, sometimes it'll go under. And you'll 100% notice because the audio's all fucked up too. You can cut an audio slice later. Like, you can cut it if it goes too... This man just... He makes movies and he has ideas, but none of them are good. Like, in Pass-Through, he comes as an alien and copies a heroin addict. He copies the form of a heroin addict to speak to the humans about how everything in the world, including corruption and social justice, are ruining everything, and everyone must die. And there's a scene at the very end of the movie of a mass grave. And it's the same 7 people copied in multiple places using Photoshop. Again, because he only knows how to use Photoshop. And they're out of the way of his path so that he doesn't have to worry about trying to step over fake people. As well as using a white filter to have them all disappear as the scene goes on. This man is nuts. And I spent $30 on this fucking movie because my sister loves them. Ironically, of course. They're so bad. She knows they're bad. She mocks these. She wanted a movie that was so bad it's good, and I was just like, okay, I'll get you one of these. And it's just like, it's ridiculous. I hate it. I don't want to talk about it the very next thing after Detroit Become Human, because I'm just aiming at low-hanging fruit at this point. Dine 'em and dash 'em.
My day just got cut short.
Bowl 'em and roll 'em. No one wants to play with you. No one wants to save your life. Oh, shit. I literally just caught up to that scene. Understand, I'm still watching you play at a delay.
Why'd you shade? Teenage Chris. Preteen Chris. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No one shaves for porn. I don't understand why you thought you had to shave for porn.
What on earth did you shave for court, man? I went into court with a beard.
Bro, someone clipped that and I was
Like, I had a traffic violation that was, like, close to fucking hit and run, and I didn't shave.
No clippies. That's a zippy.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube, so I can't clip you anymore right now.
Old habits die hard. Yar. Yar.
What can Wills do for you?
There be fat booties.
Yar me hearties. There be boot.
My weapons.
You know there be fat booties afoot.
Zepko, what are you doing? You ruined it.
Weird.
Oh man. Why don't you play doubles anymore? Or is it just not your cup of tea? Again with this? Okay. Man, I wish I really cared about playing like high damaging weapons, but I just don't. Like weapons that look cool. That is a sad, awful truth. Gonna run out here and do a little bit of slashing, a little bit of clashing. Call it a day.
I think I just realized the movie I kind of wanted to do next. It's kind of out there. It's a little bit weird. It's called Up. There you go.
I'm a ninja. I am ninja. I hate that so hard. Like anytime they get ninja games, they get hard as hell. I thought ninja games were supposed to be hard. Any ninja game you ever played.
You need to be a little bit more specific. Are you talking about stuff like Ninja Gaiden or?
Like, not redonkulous. Have you ever played a ninja?
Of course, it's supposed to be hard. You got it.
Yeah, you're right. You gotta have
Difficult. Make it a level of difficulty. You can't get past this level. You ain't willing to get on this level.
stupid little medal. Like, stupid extra bit. Just to progress the main story. Like, nah, man. That's why I hated freaking Sonic and Boom.
Yep.
They had to do the same shit. I'll let you be the main story.
I mean, I liked, what was it, Sakura Shadows Die 12. Like, even though it was pretty hard, but like you usually get the I mean, that's from Soft. That's from Soft thing. From Software, their difficulty is kind of their appeal because their stories are a little bit lacking.
I'm not the type to do games unless it's really good. And just because I need to do it, like Sonic and Boom. I have to do extra missions and all this bullcrap with a character that I don't even play.
Yeah. Like, yeah, like for me, it's definitely a thing. It's like similar to like something like Bayonetta. Teach me how to play the game through your challenges. Don't teach me. Don't beat me up and say you need to get better.
Yeah, I understand it's hard as fuck, but once you're good at the game, the game's easy. Like once you learn the prime mechanic in the game, it's easy.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, there are those people that will find out the exploits that they can truly fuck over with But yeah, it's like of course you'll find those people that figured out, oh hey, there's if you make sure that you swap guns while you're switching between your devil breakers or whatever, you can make sure that you get free reloads or whatever, and they'll figure out a way to cheap it that way. But it doesn't. The game doesn't rely on that moment. It just relies on you understanding. Okay, here's where this is the move that you counter. This is the move that when you can no longer counter and should dodge.
Definitely hit with the whole canceling is very important in that game. It's just like what you can do. But like, it's semi-reliant, especially when you get like to the harder levels of the game. Like you're playing on like Hello Helmo or Dante's Dino and stuff like that. But like, other than that, if you play like anywhere from like the easy mode to normal, like you can get by without. But certain games like the extra little bits that's supposed to like give the game longevity or make the game a little bit challenging are not fun. I play games to have fun, not to be frustrated over stupid things that I normally would care about. Like nothing in iNinja actually helps you get better. Like those trials and stuff don't actually help you get better at the game either. It's like having like a Crash Bandicoot, right? And for you to progress, I mean, okay, actually, this is not bad. This is not just in Crash 3 it was like this, but let's say in Crash Bandicoot, right, after you go through all 5 levels of a certain section, you then have to go get all the boxes and all of the time trials to platinum, right? Yeah, bro, that's to go to actually fight the boss. Yeah, bro, that's not gonna happen. That's not happening. Yeah, which is a racing game, so I understand that. That's not
Well, that was actually done in Crash Team Racing. You had to have gold in every mission. Yeah. Well, it's still a racing game. You had to have the top level of you had to finish at the top level in order to even unlock the boss
you get better at the game by
to
doing
progress, which
You know what I mean? In Crash Team Racing, you get better at the game by doing that. But the extra levels in Crash 3, right? Those extra 5 levels at the end of the game, you need to have pretty much every single time and every single level should be platinum. That's how you unlock every single one of those last levels, right? So that's okay because that's at the end of the game. You've already beat the main story, so you want to play a couple of extra levels. Well, if you want to play some extra levels, get better, get faster at beating these levels that are already pre-existing.
Yeah. I mean, to some degree, I definitely agree with that. Like, I do believe it is the developer's choice whether or not you get to play any further in the end, because it is their game and you're in their domain and all that. Like, for me, I respect, because I played Cuphead. Remember what Cuphead? In it, you cannot go past the first island. You can't get to the second island without completing on the normal difficulty all of the bosses on the first island. And all the first, all the first bosses, not too hard, I wouldn't say. But there are some people that got stuck there.
You jump higher.
Because some people suck at video games.
Look at you, game reviewers.
Yeah. I mean, the game tells you, so that's on them.
Like I tried playing Super Mario World.
But yeah, it's definitely a thing. There are certain games that you have to fucking learn. For that one, I give for at least the Cuphead one, I definitely give it some leeway because you have like what 5 to 10 bosses in that first area that you can go through multiple times on the easy difficulty and then the normal difficulty to actually fight. And once you get good at it, then you're gonna be even better at the next zone because you know how to avoid dodging. You know, I mean, what abilities you're better with. What like, and that's also where you get the first super. You can get your first super on the main island, so it's not like you're gonna be completely behind.
That game, there are some parts of that game where it's like, yo, you gotta, you know, find a secret exits and stuff like that. That's like a Mario thing, and it's great. Like, it's done really well for, you know, a game at that time. Like, so learning where all the secret exits is. Kind of like the thing. Yeah, but you know, how many of those millions of other games are free? You know what? You can shut your mouth.
But like half the games that are free are garbage or broken. Yeah, like I've looked at. I constantly go through like the free games on like Steam and all those places. About half of them are fucking broken. Like there's a good half of the MMOs that I want to play that I can no longer play in any capacity. It's a real shame.
Super Mario World did a really good job as far as like little Easter egg, not even Easter eggs, but making challenging gameplay that actually progressed you in a good way. Like if you could find a secret, like a secret ending to a level, you could skip a level or two. You know what I mean? Like that's great for that. But make it a mandatory thing, like the puzzle palaces, right? Or not the puzzle, but the block palaces, right? Those were put in the game, but the first one is free, right? And since the first one is free, that's the only one that you really need to collect to get through the game. Yeah, that's the only one that you need to get through the game. The rest of them, and to be honest, you don't even really need that to make it through the game.
Yeah. Well, it's like it's similar to like those the orbs in Devil May Cry. Yeah, it's both the Devil Trigger orbs and the what's it called? And the red orbs, where you can upgrade your health. Sure, you can buy them from the store if you get a good enough amount of orbs, or you can earn them by just finding them throughout the world. Or you can do both, like I did, and have a character that's pretty good. Yeah, you do have to buy both. You do have to buy and find them. I've gotten most of both. I've bought all the ones I can for all the characters. God. You know, I'm honestly gonna miss V in all future games. I didn't mind a summon character. Yeah. It's also cool that he has like certain things that he absolutely does, and it's also cool that he is absolutely the human version of Spoiler. Like, you can tell clearly if he wasn't that way, if he wasn't obsessed over power, he would have been this. He would have been V.
My name is Pete. Like, oh, I already know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Dante, his brother is.
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
My
Like,
dad?
if you think
Like,
about it.
Yeah, your dad is back. But I just like how
Nero.
Dante and Dante versus what's actually Dante versus Ruben.
Mm-hmm.
No, what?
Well, that's the thing, like, you say that, which, that would be impressive if Power Rangers wasn't still fucking running.
Civilian that gets fucked up. They should put him in the
Of course. Oh no, this same civilian has been attacked over 200 times throughout all these episodes. What a
No, they're
coincidence!
supposed to be getting a third one. They're supposed to be getting a sequel to the one that this person came out.
They weren't gonna make it. I think they're remaking that now. Like, wait, recently came out? The last Power Rangers came out like 4 years ago. Then why'd you say Power Rangers 3?
The one with
Really? I thought they were rebooting
Rita
that shit.
Pulsar was like the original Green Ranger.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
And she was trying to get all that gold. Nah, I heard that this was gonna be really?
Yeah, for the former Rangers, right? Power Rangers 2 will be a reboot. That's what it says. It's.
My question is
They might be calling it Power Rangers 2, but it's a fucking reboot. Yeah. Power Rangers movie to reboot again with new cast after 2017 flop. Oh, it only came out 2 years ago. Yeah, they're replacing the entire cast.
I liked it, except for the fact that
I'm sorry, I just hated that fucking movie. It was bad. Yeah, that's why I hate it. It took them so long to fucking morph. It should have taken, I don't know, about 15 fucking minutes.
let there be morphs.
Like, I don't care if you can give them the Zords at the end of the movie like they did. But let them fucking morph. Let them fight, let there be morphs, let the first enemy die in the first 30 minutes, then they go back to Zordon, they be like, what the fuck is this shit? He explains, then we get next monster. And then that one gets big. Oh yeah, Goldar was done dirty.
Alright, you know
And
what?
aren't you forgetting the best line?
Shameless, bro.
We gotta go to the
That was
Krispy
some
Kreme.
Shameless.
where the source of life is underneath.
Keeping busy, are we?
That was like the most. What do you call it again? What do we call that?
Really?
Fucking.
Really, I didn't fucking
Yeah, that was the most
notice.
shameless product placement of all time.
Keep your blades sharp.
Product placement?
Oh man, it was just sucking on the wavelengths.
I mean, you could. I mean, that approach is product hoarding at that point. like, I remember one of my friends coming back from that movie with a stack of Dunkin' Donuts, just being angry, and I was like, "What are you mad about?" And it's just like, this movie, man, it fucked up, and he had Dunkin' Donuts with him to make his fucking points.
Like, how do you feel about Krispy Kreme donuts? Like, if you had to choose.
My boss buys them every once in a while, and I'll eat like 2. They're not as good as any of the places down in Wilmington, that's for certain. That, what was it called? It was called like Shake and Bake or something?
Alright, but
Wake and Bake. Their fucking donuts were god tier. They were like good, nice and thick, and then a good covering of their ingredients.
Or would you go to
Hmm.
Dunkin' Donuts?
Must return to the field soon.
Alright, so would you go?
Well, you don't. That's the thing. That's the trick. You don't go to the grocery store's Krispy Kreme. You go to the actual Krispy Kreme. Those are the ones that are made fresh. Those are the only good ones. Everyone else, like, you can only get them fresh, otherwise they're garbage.
I really just I try to understand.
I go to Dunkin'. It's closer, and I don't care about fucking Krispy Kreme.
Let's just go on a rant.
Most controversial take yet. Krispy Kreme, not as good as you think.
I'll just
Fuck
go
it.
ahead and just kill this whole conversation right
I
now.
mean, like, I'd say definitely
Krispy
the
Kreme
worst
is
problem
just
with Krispy
trash.
Kreme is they don't use the right batter.
That's it. That's the whole argument. It's just trash.
Mm-hmm.
There's no argument to build on. Like,
I mean, I usually have to build my arguments and stuff, but I guess you just skip them to the end. Okay.
First of all, their donuts are too soft. Alright? They're too soft. Like, it's like
I mean, I
soft
usually have to at least put out a case.
Not construction paper, but like
Absolutely.
newspaper.
Absolutely.
Like if you wet notebook paper or like wet
Mhm.
newspaper, right? Like if I were to dip my, because that's why they're called donuts.
Notebook paper?
That's what you
Notebook
do with
paper?
donuts is you dump them in coffee or whatever you're eating. If you were to dump if you would dunk a Krispy Kreme donut into some coffee or some milk,
Mm-hmm.
it would just like fucking cotton candy, bro. If I'm trying to,
It dissolves like so fucking fast.
right?
Absolutely. And and it doesn't like have enough like moisture because it's so
it's just like-
it's so saturated in its own juices that it isn't able to absorb any of the coffee or any of the liquid you dunk it in. Yeah, like I'll usually eat it next to a coffee. That's not the worst thing. But eating it with dunking it into the coffee, forget about it. It's disappointment.
Yeah, straight up. And the glaze isn't even coffee.
I mean, it's all based on heat. Because the only thing holding it together at that point is
Dunkin'
crystallization.
Donuts, on the other hand, are thick, cakey. It's like you're eating.
No, absolutely.
funnel cake, every single time.
Their glazed sauce is
Baked
weak.
funnel cake every single time. The consistency is great. It fills your mouth up. That's another thing. Like, I put a Krispy Kreme donut in my mouth. I'm just like, I can fit another donut. That's just not me being fat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. I can fit. You can absolutely fit too. They are built to be stacked up and like smushed together, not just like built to be a good one in the first place.
It's so sad. Like, if you wanted to make a Luther burger, don't use Krispy Kreme donuts. Use a Dunkin's donut. It's gonna fucking absorb all that grease.
Disappointing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, use a Dunkin' Donut or use one of your local bakery. They're willing to provide a good donut. I'm all for the local bakery donut because like I have like one place nearby that does pretty good donuts that's just local. I mean, that's not explicitly why, but kind of. They're at least willing to go out there. Like, it's the exact. They'll have. Like my local bakery has like special types of donuts that I'll never see Dunkin' do. If not like focus tested to all shit. It's just garbage. Yeah, the donuts are fantastic.
You know what they stopped making though?
Like I'll see occasionally a chocolate or a cream filled from fucking crispy.
Boston cream pie. Not even.
No, I don't know what they stopped making.
Long Johns. Remember the Long Johns where they were like they serve them now with chocolate drizzled on top, but just the regular Long Johns.
Oh fuck, those were alright.
Those were solid donuts, but just everything else is just.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I guess some people have a different taste of whatever it's supposed to be, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna say to each their own on this. Like, there's absolutely like facts in the way of them being right. Your shit's garbage. Support either your local business or fuck Crispy. They might be able to get you like 20 donuts, but that's really it. Like, I guess that's the appeal, is having as many donuts as possible, but how can you enjoy them if you need like if you need 3 to fully enjoy them instead of just one?
I mean, that's why they say America runs on Dunkin'. If I get a Krispy Kreme donut,
stop being a fat ass America. Start eating.
I ain't running. I'm gonna let that digest. I want to be able to digest my Dunkin' Donuts.
And I think with that diatribe on Duncan, I will have to bow out, mainly because it's 11:30 or 11:40, and I should probably get some rest. Yeah. I've found a copy of Forrest Gump. I'll probably watch that tomorrow. So, if you want to do something on Saturday or something, doing a diatribe or whatever, down for it. Yeah. Or we could just watch it as like I think if we chat with each other, I could share it technically. I think you could do it with Discord too. You have desk chat here. So, possibly I'll have to figure it out. Alright. See ya.
up? Oh yeah. I'm streaming right now. I was talking to a homeboy.
Hello? Yeah, I couldn't hear you before. Probably. Just like. Hello. Ooh. Oh, imagine. Probably. I was just getting. No. Oh, I'm doing good. Or? Oh, I forgot. Are you there? Yeah. Yep.
Wills is at your service. Fight well, my friend.
Nice to see Avalanian styles are coming back around. I admire the rustic, but sometimes one wants the sophistication of home.
Blaze and shock and frost on rocks. Umbral dark and radiant light. Mix them up and turn on night.
Slayers have to look their best for their own sake and for the morale of the entire city. Nothing inspires less than a hero in an unfortunate hour.
Oh hey, it's that Slayer. The cat was talking. Wait, did they see me? Not let them stare.
Ever ask my opinion? They're lost.
Hello. I'm good. Oh, I completely understand. Wait, how did you get that mask wearing?
Guide.
The mask.
It's a
That's the thing.
Wait.
CBC's discovered in just a few years. Yes, there can be no doubt. Talk to me.
What do you got, huh? Shock jobs?
Not the 3 shot
Remember,
guns again.
no armor is
T
proof against stupid.
I'll shock down Eziga, 3 of them, and the pull shots. 500 from this place. Hunt 2 frost back, Pangai, first one, and
Go for whatever.
Atom. Hunt about 5 beam, about 10 times. Yeah. Alright, so which one do you want to find?
Stay on top of everything. Alright.
So you're saying that all of them are easy?
Switch out my loadout.
Alright, so let's fight the hangar. Should I use the pack against the Pangar or?
Well, I mean, if you got the missile, if you can do enough damage to store one, then yeah. But if you don't think you'll be able to get enough to store one real quick, use axe. Wait, don't you mean Warpite? Yeah, you're good.
Well, I don't have any.
Do you have the Hellion Warpite?
Yeah.
You gotta move
So use it.
the Alien,
No, I remember.
the Alien Warpite, the Riftstalker Warpite, and the Rescue ones. That's three.
I'm gonna farm him soon, man. So this one can farm.
No.
Yeah. Is the Pangar axe good?
The Hellion one?
What axe should I use for axe?
Oh, that's an ice axe. When you hit in game, like when you hit the
What do you say?
droid patrols, nothing really.
As in ice.
The only thing it really matters for is like repeaters, just because it's easier for them to just be like, oh, I'm gonna do this element. But the way that cells and stuff works, the